All right, future chefs of the Twin Cities. My chef Jaws in the building today. He be like, "Oh, I don't see you. I'm looking at a pot." Yep, this is my old reliable. This is my old pot right here. And today I'm going to show you how to make a roux. ROUX. That is a roux, and it's basically a paste that is going to turn into a sauce that is most commonly known for mac and cheese. All right, so to get your mac and cheese started, you want to make a nice roux, and it makes a big difference, guys. When you're making the roux versus not making the roux, because you can still have a good mac and cheese, but it might, especially for all my baked macaroni lovers out there, it might end up turning to be more of a mac and cheese cake. But if you want something that's very creamy and consistent, you can make a roux. But I've seen plenty of mac and cheeses where you don't have to make a roux. But that's neither here or there. I'm actually going to get my oven started. I'm going to set it to medium high, and then we're going to add our ingredients. So the most important when you're making a roux, you want to have your butter. So I got my butter here, about a stick. I got a half each, and I have my flour right here. That's about half a cup. I won't need that much. I just have some on standby. Butter, flour, and heavy whipping cream. Okay, 3 most important ingredients for a roux. All right. Then after that, you can season it up a little bit and add the flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Adding that to the pot. All right. I'm going to add the rest of that in there. And we're going to let that melt and dissolve. Okay. Grab my spatula, just in case I need the spatula. And so that's actually melting pretty quickly. As soon as you see all of your butter dissolve, you want to add in the flour. And when you're adding the flour, you want to mix it simultaneously. So I have my recorder here in my hand. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to get a tripod very soon. So thank you for those of you tuning in. But you're going to add it simultaneously. So I'm going to add my flour as soon as this dissolves, and then I'm going to pick up my whisk, and I'm going to start stirring really fast. And then I'm gonna start talking again what that consistency that you're looking for. And then the roux is pretty much going to be complete. And then after that, you can just start making your cheese sauce, which is totally whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. All kinds of mac and cheeses. 3 cheese mac and cheese, 5 cheese mac and cheese, regular mac and cheese. I've seen it all. Today I have Kobe Jack, also have mild cheddar and sharp cheddar. Alright, and so I also got a little Velveeta. So I guess mine is going to technically be a 4 cheese mac and cheese. And I'm doing this for a good friend of mine who just loves mac and cheese. So that's pretty much almost dissolved. Give it about literally another 10 seconds and it's going to be gone. It's going to be dissolved all the way. Okay, so give that a quick little stir. Make sure everything is in there. And then I'm going to add my flour. I'm going to add this, literally half of that. I'm going to stir. Okay. I'm going to turn my eye down a little bit because this is going to cook very fast. And you're like, wow, that turned into a paste real fast. Because this is pretty much what you're looking for. I'm going to add just a pinch more flour. It doesn't take a lot. Stir that in. Okay. And that is the beginning of a roux. Is cooked butter and flour. Now, when I add my heavy cream into the mix, it's a little bit tougher than I thought with one hand, but that's okay. It's going to thicken, and you still want to stir everything together when you add your heavy cream. Okay. After you add your heavy cream, you can add your seasonings. I have some salt and pepper here with me. I also have a little garlic powder because that's just my preference. I'm going to add half of the cream at one point, and I'm going to add a little bit right after. I'm going to turn the eye up just a little bit more. Like I said, I have a little salt. I have some pepper here with me. I have a little bit of garlic powder. And and actually a pinch of nutmeg. Don't knock it until you try it. It makes some of the best basic roux out there. A pinch of nutmeg goes a long way. You can taste it. It's a slight hint, but it's not overwhelming to the point you're just like, oh, I don't want that back in there. I'm going to add the rest of my cream. And it's already thickening. Continuously stirring, guys. I'm doing this with one hand right now. Okay? I'm doing this with one hand, but you pretty much want to kind of hold the pot with the oven mitt, of course, if it's hot. But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be super hot. Not at least the handle shouldn't. And you're going to stir that, and it's already thickening. It looks very wet right now, but it's already getting very thick. That's what you want. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add some of my seasonings. And this is going to carry all throughout my mac and cheese. Okay? I'm going to move that out the way really quick. I add about a teaspoon of garlic powder. Not a whole lot. Okay? I have a little bit of white pepper here. Just a pinch. Again, it goes a long way. Trust me. I got a pinch of my nutmeg. That's it. Nothing more. And also, I'm going to show you guys my little secret today. I don't use this for every type of mac and cheese. There's so many different ways you can make it. But I use a squirt of mustard. Okay. Just a squirt of mustard. That's it. Okay. I'm going to stir all that in. See how that's getting real thick? You can't see it here, but it has a slight yellow color. See how thick that is? That is beautiful. And then, of course, I have my salt and pepper, which I'm going to add. I am a big pepper fan. And I have my salt, about a couple teaspoons, or let's just say a tablespoon. A teaspoon of black pepper. If you want to try the mustard technique, you can. Again, that'll just be about a tablespoon worth. But every seasoning I added about a teaspoon, except for the salt. That's about a tablespoon. Okay? Because I also use salted butter, so you're not going to want a whole lot of salt. But again, it's totally up to you. You can play with it. So that's pretty much thickened up. I'm going to grab a spoon here so you guys can see the consistency. See that? It coats the back of the spoon as well as the front of it. That is exactly what you want. So I'm going to turn my eye off. Well, at least turn it down to low. Sorry. As a chef, I get carried away myself sometimes. I'm going to turn it down to low. And I'm going to add my cheese. And this thing is going to really thicken up. But that, chefs out there, for those of you watching, is the roux. That's how you make the roux. I'm going to go offline here because I'm going to need both hands to make the mac and cheese sauce so I can incorporate it all together. But remember, you have your flour, butter, and your whipping cream. Okay, so about a stick of butter. You want about a quarter cup of flour, or maybe not 2/3. Well, a third cup. If a quarter cup is not enough flour for you, add about a third cup of flour, all-purpose flour, and then you want your whipping cream. Okay, use the whole cart. So this is 1 pint, so that's 16 ounces. Okay, and then you add your seasonings, however you want it to taste, and you add your cheeses. Okay, so this is Chef Ja going offline. I'll show you guys how to make a roux for mac and cheese. Remember, like, comment, subscribe this video. Okay, and until next time, chefs, we in the kitchen. I'm out.